Hey guys, it's Franky. Welcome to the Think Tank. So this morning, I want to talk a little about this Brady bombshell. So it looks like they're possibly investigating someone that was involved with this case, which is never good. So this is what we're hearing. The Sun put this out earlier today. Bryan Kohberger's bombshell as prosecution reveals new evidence that could put the Idaho murder case in jeopardy. Oh, good Lord. So prosecutors have filed a new motion in the Idaho murder case about a separate confidential investigation that could affect Kohberger's trial. So, just what we don't need. So this is the paperwork here. I do have it ready to go through with you. What we don't need: a shady cop. State attorneys have disclosed potential Brady Giglio material that apparently relates to one of the officers involved in this investigation. The Giglio material refers to any evidence, past or present, that could impeach the credibility of a witness. Brady material, meanwhile, is any evidence that could prove that the defendant is not guilty. The state has become aware of potential Brady Giglio material related to one of the officers involved in the above referenced case. The material, in the form of confidential internal affairs investigation, is hereby submitted in camera to the court. The state intends to disclose this information to the defendant's counsel, while adding that the information is confidential and exempt from public disclosures. Personal records were mentioned in the court document, and the state also requested a protective order. Nima Ramani, I'm not sure if I said that properly, a former federal prosecutor and president of West Coast Trial Lawyers, told Fox News that the material could be related to the Kohberger case or information about an officer's past that impeaches their credibility. Prosecutors disclosing the material because of two Supreme Court cases, Brady versus Maryland and Giglio versus United States, that require them to do so, according to the lawyer. In the prosecution's case, you're thinking ahead. Okay, I got a strong case. You know what? I'm just going to disclose everything because I don't want an appellate issue down the road. Ramani, who is not involved in this case, has said. The attorney also suggested that prosecutors want to avoid any issues on appeal that they seek the death penalty in. So that is still up for option. But the interesting thing is that state has just approved firing squad death by legal means, I guess, which I find very, very interesting. They're having a hard time finding or getting all the different chemicals or what have you to the jails. They're not getting this, oh my goodness, tongue-tied. They're not getting what they need in order to put these people out of our misery. So they had to come up with something separate, which is now guns as a backup. He said the officer under scrutiny made a misstep that potentially evidence could be thrown out. Weber warned, or Weber, I suppose, this is a big problem for the prosecution. I've seen cases thrown out. It currently remains unknown what, if any evidence was uncovered ahead of this motion. So, death by firing squad or lethal injection. Those are what I was trying to get my tongue wrapped around. So, Kohberger has been charged with 4 counts of first-degree unaliving and burglary in the deaths of Kaylee Goncalves, Madison Mogan, Xana Granodal, and Ethan Chapin, both 20. He was a PhD student at Washington State University when this happened. Prosecutors are alleging he stalked the home where three of the 4 students lived at the months leading up to these deaths. The suspected killer was in the family home in Pennsylvania in late December when police stormed in and arrested him while he was separating garbage with latex gloves on. The family has yet to advocate for his innocence publicly as they struggle financially after getting laid off from their jobs. They have made only one public statement, and that is, we will continue to let the legal process unfold, and as family, we will love and support our son and brother. We have fully cooperated with law enforcement agencies in an attempt to seek truth and promote his presumption of innocence rather than judge unknown facts and make erroneous assumptions. 2 other people in the apartment at the time of these unalivings, Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funk, were both unharmed. Still, there's, rumors speculating about Dylan's possible involvement. Bethany Funk just disappeared, so of course rumors want to get started all over the place with that. Sometimes it's okay to sit back and not talk, and other times, social media and people will be cruel. The testimony will likely be important at the upcoming trial. Forensics expert Joseph Scott Morgan, one of my personal favorites, who is not working on the case and has no direct knowledge of the investigation, said, an official plea for Kohberger has not been submitted at this time, but his lawyer has previously suggested that he hopes to be exonerated and should be presumed innocent. Here we go. He could face execution if convicted of one of any of the murder charges. Kohberger is currently isolated from other inmates. He has 1 hour a day in the jail's multi-purpose room, has access to a TV and a tablet. Can you imagine? TV and a tablet in the Huskow. The alleged unaliver has reportedly lost a significant amount of weight in his last few months behind bars. It says that his appearance was reportedly changed drastically. But sources also say that suspect seems happy and is often smiling. So we do know that we need to mark this on our calendar because the next court appearance is June 26th. And this will probably be where he makes his plea. So far he's been saying not guilty. Let's see what happens on June 26th. I am looking forward to it. So we'll take a fast look at this paperwork here. I'm a little uncomfortable about all of this. Okay, so here we go. This is dated March 28th, 2023, yesterday. So in the District Court of the 2nd Judicial District, here, I'm going to boot that up, the state of Idaho, in and for the county of Idaho. The plaintiff is the state and the defendant is Bryan Christopher Kohberger. And this has got to do with the protective order Brady Giglio material. The above matter having come before the court pursuant to the state's notice of Brady disclosure and request for a protective order, the court having reviewed the same and good cause appearing, it is this hereby ordered that the state shall disclose the documents appended under seal to the state's notice of Brady disclosure and request for protective order filed on March 27th, 2023. It is further ordered that except as provided for the foregoing paragraph, the parties and counsel shall not disclose the document or the contents thereof unless authorized by the court. Dated the 27th, 2023. Certificate of service. I do hereby certify that full, true, complete, and correct copies of the foregoing protective order, Brady Giglio materials, were delivered to the following as indicated. And Taylor emailed the prosecuting attorney, William W. Thompson Jr., again, email. Dated and signed as of yesterday. So let me just get out of here. There we go. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what information we're going to get about this, but somebody done something wrong somewhere because this Brady order is being brought up. Let's hope it's something that is not going to threaten this case. You know, this is the problem. He's in the Hooskow. It sounds like they've got a fair amount of evidence that are proving his guilt. He's wandering around there smiling and thinking he's going to get fully exonerated as per his statement. And we have cops out there that possibly are going to jeopardize this case for the prosecution. Let's hope not. What I've been seeing certain law enforcement do all over the different countries, not just the US and not just this case. People are people, whether they've got a badge or not. And some of them are total screw ups. Let's hope that's not the case with this. We need it to be something small and keep going with this case because those kids and their families all need justice. So let's see what the 26th brings us. Let's hope it is. Wouldn't it be nice if it was him pleading guilty and saying everything he did? So, yeah, I'm not sure what the chances of that are. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will absolutely get back to you. So, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Happy to have you go through this with me, and I will absolutely see you in the next one. Bye.